Okay, YouTube, so this is my new eyebrow tutorial. I can't remember exactly how I used to do my brows, but this is how I've been using my brows. I told you I took a small break from doing makeup, so when I started back doing makeup, this is the method that I've been using since I've been back to doing makeup. So first I take a brush and do all the hairs basically going up. So I just kind of, and then that gives me the base with which to work with. Now this is a slanted, I don't know what, I can't remember what technically this brush is called, but this brush is by Crown Brush. And it's slanted, and what I'm using is Max Espresso. I've tried other colors, but they just, to me, don't seem to work as well for me as this one. I don't know. Something about this one I just really like. So I take the Espresso, put it on the brush, and then I go from the bottom over and fill my brows in, creating the shape that I want. I go even over to the wing like this, and then I do the top ones, and then I fill it in the middle in short strokes. And it's funny because I guess everybody's just different, but I always start with my right one for some reason, and then I always move directly over to my left one for some reason. So like I said, I go over to the bottom, I work in short strokes, I work over to the arch, and then I create the wing. And it's my boyfriend always talks about, well, why do you shave your eyebrows off in order to put them back on? But he doesn't understand that my brows, for one, the hair itself is sparse, but the shape of them is not the shape that I want. So I use an eyebrow shaver to get the shape that I want, and then all of this is more to make them look the way I want. And it's funny also because I can never get them exactly the way I want, and I do remember saying this in my last video, as far as I really would like for them to look exactly alike, and they never do. So I always say that your brows should be sisters and not twins, not necessarily twins. They should look alike, but they don't have to be exactly alike. So next I take a concealer brush, and this one is by Essence of Beauty, and I take some concealer. For me, I always use Max Select Cover Up in the color NC42, and I just put a small dab on the back of my hand, just that much. And I use it for, first I go, see, I like my eyebrows to look very defined. So I do use the concealer method. And so even if I feel like I think they are perfect, they aren't as straight and precise as I like for them to be. So I use the concealer with the brush just to get the exact perfect shape and the exact perfect arch. And I go over and under. Some people just go under, but I go over and under. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. So I always start with this eye when I do my eyebrows, but I also always start with this eye when I do my concealer. Not sure why I do that, but... I'm sorry, you know, sometimes I'm a chatterbox, but when I'm doing my eyebrows, for some reason I just cannot talk. And then, so there's just a little bit of concealer left over. And what I do is I go ahead and put that part on my actual eyelids. Actually, this time I think I did a little bit too perfect because I don't really have too much left over. Usually I have a nice amount left over. Sometimes I feel like I'm kind of quote unquote wasteful because of how much I have left over that I don't necessarily use. But okay. So then sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. Today I will not be doing it only because I want a more dramatic look. But if I didn't want such a dramatic look, I would take my eyebrow brush. And this brush just came from Dollar Tree. It's called Professional Brow Brush and Comb. And actually, it's missing a few of the teeth sections. I mean, the brush sections, but for $1. So sometimes what I'll do is if I don't want my brows as defined, I will go ahead and take the brush part and brush, you know, just a little bit, and that kind of diffuses some of the color. But I'm going out tonight, so I don't mind a more defined brow color. And then last but not least, I bought this. I like this. Excuse me for scratching. Some people actually use this for their brows. For me, I find it a little bit too dark for my skin color, and I don't like extremely dark brows. So this is the NYX eyebrow cake powder in dark brown. I've tried the dark brown, I've tried the brown. I don't like any of the colors better than the Espresso, so that's what I'm going to keep using. But I do really like is the brow wax. So my last step is to take my finger and just kind of pat or gently move the brow wax over my brows just to kind of set the hairs and make sure that they stay in place all day. And that's it. That's what I do. So my next video I'll be doing foundation, and then I'll do another video for my look for tonight. And don't forget that I extended my contest until Monday, February 20th. I think that's Monday, at 11:59 p.m. And I'll put a link to my other video at the bottom of this video. Don't forget to enter my contest. There's a comment section and a video portion. And that is it. I hope you guys are having a great day. I will see you in my next video.